Welcome everyone to AfroXposure. You know the hype is real. When Fusi hype is in the building, you know the hype is real. Y'all should check out AfroXposure. This man's are indulging themselves. Believe the hype.
All right, thank you, Fusi, for introducing this pod. This is episode 4 of AfroXposure, and as you guys would have heard, we have a very, very interesting guest today on our episode. I just want to apologize for for the fact that we haven't been able to release as good as we would love to. Our frequency is kind of not so good at the moment, but we're working on it. Like we're a new podcast, so over time, we'll get more episodes out as frequent as possible. We're looking at getting them out Friday evenings or Saturday mornings, just to make it better. So yeah, just guys, just hang in there. We are management. We're working on it. Small. Everything a pandemic, we'll move through. And yeah, over the week we've had a few things that we'd like to discuss about, and it's really cool that we have someone that has a huge understanding and has a major influence in the scene to give us his own takes and his own side of all these things. And on that note, I'll be introducing our guest to the pod. Can we just give a small round of applause for our guest, Mr. Fusi? I don't know his full name, but I know it's Fusi Hype.
To be honest, man, like in my high school, I had different names, man. My name is Aziz Oladimeji Fusiboye. So Fusi hype came from my last name, Fusi. Fusiboye is my last name. So Fusi means put more. I give more. Okay. So Fusi hype, put more hype. So that's where the name came from. So my name is Aziz Oladimeji Fusiboye, but people call me Fusi hype because I want people to know the brand. And people to know
that's nice.
My stuff.
So tell us more about the brand. Tell us like what you do. I'll take notes, so just know that I'm listening. Just tell us what you do. Tell us who you are. Tell us what you're doing in the scene and stuff like that. And what inspired you.
Oh, to be honest, man, like when people ask me that question, who am I? It's really hard for me to answer because right now I feel like I'm just learning experiences about some certain things in the industry. Like when I was younger, I was always that guy that was always confident and always letting teachers know that bullshit. I was always confident about my shit and everything. So I just had that confidence, and when I came to Canada, it was a thing of like I love Afrobeat, I love the African culture. So when I came here, I wasn't really feeling the vibe. I wasn't really comfortable in Canada. I wanted to bring Lagos to Canada because I used to go to Lagos every single time. So I'm like, how can I do that? And it was the music that caught my attention at first. And when I was in Lagos, I already had a lot of people. I knew a lot of people before I came to Canada. So when I came to Canada, I saw a lot of people that I've met in Lagos before, and they knew the kind of person I was. So like, yo, Fusi, let me just do a party one day now. I did one party in the village, and over like 750 people came for the party. I'm like, yo, man, you guys, in the village, yo. I'm like, yo, Fusi,
that's crazy.
Fusi, bro, you have I did it in two house, like it was one house first, and then we had to get another house in the village. So like we were having parties in two houses with two different DJs. And we didn't even plan for that. Then from there, I'm like, yo, Fusi, you have something going on. What's going on here? And then I started doing parties. I started doing events. So I started off as a promoter. And I did that to just get the exposure into the industry. And then from there, I started trying to realize how could I put the Afrobeat culture in Canada. And I started, how did I get to the Canadians? How would I interact with the Canadians? Well, let me get a Raptors jersey. Raptors is the Canada team. And then I put the African celebrity's name behind the jersey, and I carry speakers going to the Canadians. They see the Raptors, because when you go to them normally, they're afraid. When they see the Toronto Raptors jersey, they feel more comfortable. Or what's this guy about? Why is this guy telling me to sign the jersey? And I explain to them, and then that's how that whole buzz started. And then promoters started messaging me, yo, sell my tickets, blah, 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 blah. And then from there, I used to go to Lagos every time. I interned at the radio station. I did some public relation with Burna Boy's PR team. So yeah, so like right now, I feel like I would just say I'm a public relation intern. That I would say right now, but I have the future goal of having my own advertisement company, event planning company, and entertainment company. So right now, I'm just like learning, experiencing, working with different people. But I call myself a PR public strategist and a talent manager. An intern. I'll say an intern. I won't say I'm there right now. I'm just interning and everything. So that's me in a nutshell.
Oh, that's a lot though. Like you're doing, it seems like you have a lot on your plate. Like you're into it. But obviously, it's kind of one thing, but at the moment, it looks like you did a lot of things to get to one thing, and that's kind of cool because like it shows that you have experience of what we're even trying to do as on this podcast, because basically the podcast, as the name says, is AfroXposure. So basically I also came to Canada and I saw the loophole. I was like, okay, as you know, when you come into the country for the first time, you know, the music doesn't hit you, the Afro scene here doesn't hit you in the face. You need someone to tell you about an artist. You need to be following somebody that, you know, is into the music scene. You need somebody to sharp put you through and show you, there's Tome singing here, there's someone singing here. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so that's why I decided to like, I was just like, okay, there's no like podcast doing something similar. You know, it's kind of weird if like there's no one doing anything, there's no one to put you on. So this podcast is basically putting, you know, artists on and everyone on. So that was the idea. So it seems like you're already into something like that, you know, promoting the scene in your own kind of way. What do you think?
Yeah, so like to be honest, right, that's why I talk to a lot. Like I always try to tell a lot of people, right. I feel like the reason why I relate to a lot of people, because the goal at the end of the day, my goal is to, you know, improve the African culture in Canada, regardless of what it is. I'm working for everybody. That's what people don't understand. Yeah, I might criticize some people here and there. I might see some stuff here and there, but my main goal in Canada is to make sure the Afro beats is like the one in England, the way it's in America. That's my goal. So if anybody can work with me, I don't really. But you have to have that plan. So you have to have that goal, and that's the reason why I'm here today, because Iman saw that plan. You know, this Fusi guy wants to do something in the African scene in Canada. Now I'm here. You guys saying the same thing. So definitely we're going to relate together. But many people I see, many artists I see, don't have that goal. Their goal is just to, I want to make money. I want to make money. I want to make money. When I hear that right away, I'm just like, oh, this person don't have a plan. Man, this person is definitely going to fight in the future. Like, yes, now, because I'm a very, I told you I'm a very, very straightforward guy. If I see a problem with you, I'm going to tell you how it is right here. I'm going to lie to you. Like, now, man, you're talking right now. I might say something that might not please you, but at the end of the day, we have the same goals. So we can't fight.
Yeah. True, definitely.
We have the same plan and have the same goals. But if they have the same plan and have the same goals, and I say some certain things, oh, this Fusi guy is this Fusi guy is so critical, this Fusi guy is so judgmental. But I'm not that, bro. Like, I don't like to let a lot of people miscommunicate me, but just like, at the end of the day, I know my plan. I don't really give a fuck, bro. I'm gonna do
I feel you. Because definitely, you see, like, as Africans, we know how we behave. We have this thing about us, this ego. So it's fine. Yeah, just on that, I just wanted to remind the listeners that the giveaway that I announced in the first episode is still on. If you guys are still locked in at any time of the whole season 1, that's the first 10 episodes, the giveaway will be announced. So you have to listen to every single minute of every episode, because at any time it could be announced. And yeah, it's going to be in crypto, so you guys should not forget. But yeah, we're going to do a short quiz. I don't know if you are down, but it's basically Afro quiz. Basically, it's about African music. So I'll share my screen so you'll be able to see, you know, the stuff, and I'll also read out the questions so that like the listeners can, you know, follow up with us. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. All right, just let me know when you can see my screen, yeah? All the questions.
Yeah, I think I can see it now.
Okay. So the first question, I'll just help you read it out if you can't see it.
I can see it.
For the audience.
Fela was...
So the first question is, Fela was known as a pioneer of African music, but which country was he from?
Nigeria.
Okay. I think there are 10 questions, so we'll just do it quickly. What was the name that Fela gave to his genre of music?
So
the options are jungle rhythm, Namib tunes, Manjaro music, and then you have Afrobeat.
Oh, I won't say Afrobeat, because I don't think Fela. To be honest, I really know. I'm gonna just guess with jungle. No, Manjo, that music. I think I feel that, but yeah, I think I'll go with that.
Why not Afrobeat though? Like isn't that the name?
Yeah, Afrobeat. I feel like Afrobeat's just the name. I don't think that's what they called it before. Because I watched a lot of Fela documentaries, I didn't hear Afrobeats in his documentaries. I never really heard Fela saying Afrobeats. So that's why when I saw that question, I'm just like, I don't think Afrobeats is the answer to that question. 'Cause I don't think Fela said that.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Well, let's
so
we'll go with
I'll go with Manjaro.
Jungle Rhythm or Manjaro Music.
I think that's what I'll go with.
So, then the next question is: as well as being a trumpet player, Fela was an accomplished keyboard player, piano player, and organ. Which drummer's Stradivarius album? Sorry, I'm confused with this question.
Yes.
As well as being a trumpet player, Fela was an accomplished keyboard player, playing piano and organ on which drummer's Stradivarius album in 1972? This is something hard.
Yeah,
I don't think we know this.
I'm not even care, but I'll go with the second one.
Mitch Mitchell.
Yeah, my gods will help me with that.
Yeah. Let's go with the next one. So, which Fela Kuti album from 1976 attacked the Nigerian army and led to the death of his mother?
I'll say Zombie.
Yeah, I think it's Zombie too. That's a really. Then in 1978, Fela famously married how many women?
Was it not 32 women from the documentary? I think it was 32 women. Is it 32 or 20?
32?
I think it was 32. Yeah, he had a lot of women.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's 27.
Yeah, but 27. I think it was 27 or 32. But I can watch the documentary.
Yeah,
Actually, I watched the documentary and I can just remember. I'm not going to even lie to you. Like, with history, I'm really bad. So,
I think the idea was to marry someone for each day in the month, but I'm not really sure. But let's. Which one do you want us to go? 27, 32?
I think 32. I think for me to say 32, that's something I probably heard from somewhere. From the documentary.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea, to be fair. What was the name of the political party formed by Fela in 1979?
Movement of the National People's Party.
Most likely.
Yeah,
Sounds like it. I don't know.
I
think we'll stop at question 7 just so that we can move on.
Nice.
Yeah, it seems like these questions are getting really hard. I didn't even recite the question. I just opened it and I was like, oh shit, this is Fela. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so number 7 is in 1986, Fela performed at New York Giants Stadium in a concert organized by which human rights group?
Human Rights Watch. No, the first one. I think the first one. Yeah, the first.
Amnesty International.
I think that's.
Yeah, that makes sense. So let's just go to the end and just submit our answers and see if we are wrong or right.
We had 2 more answers. I think we have like only 3 more.
No. Yeah, just ignore them. We'll just take the first 7. So yeah, the first one we got it.
Second one you told me. The second one you told me.
Oh shit!
I was just wondering why, bro. I don't think I heard Fela saying that. Ginger Baker. I feel that one too. Interesting.
No, obviously we didn't know this one. This one was vibes. Oh, we got this one, the Zombie.
Yeah, that cool. One's easy. I think I heard that in the documentary also.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and it was 27. Shit. He married 27 wives.
He said this, man.
Well, I guess we are educating our listeners and ourselves because at the end of the day, this is like the idea of the pod to educate people that don't really know much about Afro music, the history, and what's going on currently in Afro music. So yeah, married 27 wives. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was
Movement of the People. Wow, I didn't know this. So I didn't even know he had a political party.
He did, man. Like, trust me, Fela was, and that's why people. Me too. I think I have to. Like I watched a couple of things about him. I feel stuff about him, but like. Fela actually did a lot of jobs, and that's why people like I heard the whole Burna Boy thing, for example. Like he had this concert in Port Harcourt, for example, and he collected. I can't remember. He collected a ridiculous amount of money from the government, and that's something that Fela would not do. Fela was a man of action. Like Fela was down for it. Like if you're talking about politics, he's actually down for it because he understood the game. He understood that his parents are going to die. This is going to lead to some certain things, but he didn't care.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people can have that mentality, and that's why Fela is different from a lot of Afrobeat artists right now today, and that's why they respect him.
That's why there can't be another Fela.
Yeah, trust me. Like it's when everybody sees, I see people doing that Fela stuff. I'm like, you guys do actually know what Fela actually went through. Like, for you to actually go that route, you have to be. That's what someone has to do in Nigeria. The next president in Nigeria has to be like that. If you want Nigeria to change, you have to be in that context.
Oh wow. Well, so then the next question was Fela performed at the New York Giants Stadium. You got that
I knew,
one.
I knew, I
Amnesty
knew, I knew, I knew,
International.
I heard that name. I knew that I heard that name somewhere. Man. I heard that name somewhere.
One. So we got like
Out
3 out
of
of 7, which is good-ish. It's better than our last time. The last time we didn't get anything.
interesting.
So yeah. So yeah. Yes. Speaking about Fela, and because now Made Kuti, which is Fela's grandson, is actually he did a show like 2 days ago or 3 days ago, and it was like a sold out show in Terra Culture in Lagos. And like it was hyped up, everyone was there. Don Jazzy was there. I don't know, anyone you can think about was there. Like just to like promote the new generation Fela. Because Femi is old. Femi's like in his 60s. Femi's going to get very old soon, and he won't be able to do all what he's doing. So he's kind of passed the baton to Madi. I don't know if you know about Madi or if you heard his music, or like, do you know anything about him? Do you think there's any like rebirth of Fela in him?
Yeah, like I saw the concert. I think a couple of my friends in Lagos went to that concert actually, and so a lot of hype around it too. So, like I said, right, to be Fela is not easy. Like the mentality is not easy. So if it's like a new school Fela, I won't say yes because like for you to be like someone is always hard. So if they're giving him that pressure to be like his dad, is that actually him? That's the question now. Is he actually being himself? Or everybody just putting pressure on him because he's similar to his dad and they want him to do the same thing as his dad? Is he comfortable with that? That's the question I would like to ask him. Like, is this actually you? That's the question. Like, you see all these artists.
That's a deep question.
You see all artists nowadays, like, they're telling them to sing a certain kind of music. Is that actually their kind of sound? That's the question now. So with Fela's son, yeah, I've been listening to that his whole life. But is that actually what he likes? That's the question we ask ourselves. So with him, yeah, I wish him the best. I hope that, everything goes well for him. And with all the Don Jazzy, all these guys attending, yeah, his dad had a legacy. If anybody in the family is doing anything, they're definitely going to invite some certain people and they're going to come because they have to pay respect to that family.
To that brand, yeah.
So
he released an album with his dad, Legacy Plus. That's like a 2-sided album, and he was also like kind of nominated for a Grammy. He got a Grammy certificate because for contributing to an album, Coldplay's album, and all those things is like, and he's like 26, so he's having a good start to his career. This is his first year in music and all, so I think maybe he might, diverse into some kind of different style. He might not do the same thing his granddad was doing. And yeah, hopefully things go well for him. But he's a really nice guy. He looks cool. He looks nice. He looks really calm and quiet. So opposite of Fela, completely opposite.
So what we say about the likes of Burna Boy, Whiskey, that everyone always says that they are this the new Fela. Those guys, for example, now that have been on that trend. Now, because it's Fela's son, so they just feel like, okay, this guy is the new school Fela.
Because now the thing is so Fela is like 3 human beings in one. That's how I see him. I see the musical side of Fela, like he can play all the instruments and shit. I see the political side of Fela, like actively into politics and leading riots and stuff. And then I see the political music side of Fela. So Burna Boy has the political music side. He doesn't have the going for riots. He doesn't have the playing musical, like creating your own what's it called, like playing keyboards, saxophone, all that. Burna Boy doesn't play instruments from our own knowledge. And Whiskey doesn't have the political riot and all that anger in him, but he has the the musical political music side. He can do that. All those people that we talk about, that we say that they can be reincarnated as Fela, they do all the political music, but they don't do the action and they don't play the instruments. Made doesn't do political anything. He just plays instruments. He can play all the instruments that his grandfather could play. So that's kind of why they're comparing him to him. No one can do all the things that Fela was doing at the same time. It requires you to be superhuman, to be honest.
So like in this generation, right, I feel like it's harder in this generation. Like you mentioned Whiskey, Davido, Burna Boy, Tiwa Savage. There's so many artists. Like for you to actually like be good at so many things is really hard, and that's what makes Fela different. That's what makes Fela different in this generation now. There's technology, there's so many things. So Fela in his own time, he probably didn't pay attention to like social media. True. So he had time for other things. Me right now, I'm on social media, I'm on this, I'm that. Burna Boy cannot focus on playing instruments now. He has his song to sing that is stopping on Twitter. He has to go here and there. He has to move around. He has to travel. And Fela never used to go for concerts. He never used to go for international concerts. He never cared about the Western world. So like he was in Nigeria and he was on his own shit. He had his own community. He had his own what I call that place in Lagos. I forgot the name again.
Kalakuta.
No, the place that everyone goes to go and chill. In the mainland.
Shrine?
Yeah, the shrine. For example, like he had his own estate. Like you can tell that fella was into his own stuff. So that's why he had time for all these things. His son, for example, now can his son keep up to what his dad was doing? Because that's a different generation. This generation is different. There are whole different
Very
things
different.
that goes on in this generation. People hit on you. People feel like, oh, if you're doing one thing, you have to be good at one thing before you jump to another thing. You can't just be doing jack of all trades. That's so many things that in it, man. So,
That's true. That's actually true. I heard that a lot before because I do a lot of things at the moment and people keep telling me I should stop. So I heard that. So we're gonna talk about Obama, not the president.
Yeah,
but the death
definitely.
of Obama DMW. What do you think? Like, cause like I know the death was shocking, but like I don't know how to put it, but the news it was really really surprising and it just gives this question mark on Davido's head because like Davido has had a lot of people dying in his camp. Like, what exactly is going on in Davido's camp? Like, I can count on my two palms, sorry, the amount of people that have died in Davido's camp since he came up 10 years ago. Like, what exactly do you think might be the thing going on behind them?
So with Davido, right? Like I've chilled with Davido, I've chilled with Obama, I've chilled with them before. Like I actually know these people. Like from when they were growing up, like Davido went to my sister's high school and everything. So with this stuff, right? Like I said, like fella was in the same category. Davido probably doesn't have the same character, but the people around him have that vibe. Like he's on the streets. That's why he went to the street. He's trying to help the street. He's trying to make them, have a voice and everything. So he has a squad of people, right? And the squad of people, Davido is a sweet guy. Davido is a very, very amazing guy. The people around him now are the one that cause the chaos. They go around, doing some certain things. He doesn't really know about a lot of things that are going on. He's just a very loving guy, and he loves and supports people around him. So I don't think Davido really knows what's going on the deeper level when it comes to in Nigeria, a lot of things going on in Nigerian universities. The guys around Davido are Nigerians. Like you in America, like all this Pop Smoke, all this Nisi Smoke, all this Tupac, they had a certain kind of clique on the streets. It might not be them dying, it might be that people around them dying. So with Davido, right, this is more like he has to understanding like what kind of people is he actually dealing with, what are these people actually into. Does he actually really know what they're actually really into? Because like I said, he's just loving, and they're supporting him too. So he's just helping them, giving them money, giving them a platform, and helping them move forward in life. But does he really know what's happening in their personal life and what's going on around them? That's the problem. Because he just adds them to their team, and they work together, he helps them, they get money, they're successful. But that was actually happening in their personal life because Davido has a lot of people around him. I'll never lie to you. He has a lot of people around him. So can he actually take the time to understand what's going on around this team? He can't, man. So, and as Fela too had the same problem. Fela had like the shrine, he had his estates, he had his own people, but many people were dying around him. Like a lot of people died around Fela. True. And for his mom to die, that tells you a lot. And he was singing music too.
Yeah, that his mom death really like changed everything, including his music.
And Davido's dad is a politician too. There's so many things in that. So it's just like I won't lie to you, I was sad for Davido because like I actually like his attitude and like who the kind of guy is. And when I saw that, I just like how would Davido react to this news, man? Like how will he actually like cope with this news? Because that's not something easy to cope with, to be honest. But like.
And having to go through that like regularly, like every 3 years, somebody's dying. It's not easy. It can affect his music.
Trust me, it's part of life. It's part of the music industry, and that's something you have to understand in life. That things are going to be good for you, and things are going to be bad for you. It's part of it, man. It's part of the whole story. If you look at Steve Jobs, look at all these guys, all these successful guys, they probably have those kind of. They won't share it with you because, like I said, Davido is very, very relatable, and everybody knows his gist and everything. Everybody knows his boy and everything. That's why you can hear all these things. Oh, Davido's guy is dying, blah blah blah. We never know. We never know Whiskey's guys have died. Burna Boy's boy died now. That's his close friend that died in England.
Gambo.
Yeah, like those kind of things, man. Like we don't know what's happening, but like I said, Davido's guys, they're always out there. Because Davido helped them, they're trying to help the next person. I did not pay me about that Obama guy. I used to beg every time. You know, they have a live on Sunday. I used to be there begging, I beg, oh, put me on live. I used to be begging there every Sunday, trying to be on the guy's live. And so when I heard that, bro, I'm just like, fuck. How did that just,
It never
how did
happened.
it just happen, bro? Like, how, bro? This is someone that I used to
Try.
just beg every time. And he signed the Davido jersey too. So they painted, his face is dead, so they painted his face there and everything. So it was crazy, man. But like I said, it's life and we have to, move on for life.
Yeah, life happens, right? It's really sad. I don't like hearing news like that, but
And you know what
well,
mom told me?
yeah.
My mom told me if she dies today, I you know what I should do? I should not mourn. I should just go and I should go on the where she has because she's in Lagos right now. She's like on the street where her shop is. I should do a 7-day free food for everybody there. That's
Wow.
what she told me, Ben. She's like she has passed. I should not cry. I should just move forward with life. Because it's what it is.
That's what someone that is okay settled with life says. That's what DMX said. Something similar. He said it in an interview, like, if he dies tomorrow, he's okay, like, it's fine. Just celebrate me, don't mourn me. That's what he wanted, and that's kind of what happened. They're not doing any. His mourning was a celebration, because he's fine with life. He was content. He knew, like, what I've done in this life is good. It's okay. So yeah. Let's talk about Brenna's birthday. So there was this tweet that went round of one American lady. I don't know who, but she was like, she was surprised that to find out that Burna Boy is just 30. Like, he just came to their scene like 2-3 years ago, and then they saw him as an old man. They didn't know that. They thought it was like in his 30 plus, like old as fuck. And then him celebrating him being 30 2 days ago and all that. So people were like, oh, he has a fake age, and they were all, creating all these. Now Americans can be, creating all this whole fake trend that, oh, he changed his age, he's an old man, blah, blah, blah. And for us that watched Burna Boy come up since when he was 19, I was like, this guy's. I even thought he was even 29, even though he was 30 yet. I was surprised, you know. Like, what do you think about that? What do you think about that whole thing? Did you see it going on the TL?
So like yeah, I didn't see. I'm not going to lie to you, but I saw a couple of things. Like I said, I see a couple of things and just try to what's happening here. So like that's why many artists, like we're talking about fella right now. That's why many artists don't like coming to the Western world because they have a lot of toxicity in it. So with Burna Boy right now, the reason why they say that about Burna Boy, look at the Nigerian football team. Look at that's where it all comes from. Like all these players. Americans don't really know about them. They go to the World Cup or all these under 17, 20 World Cup. They go on the spotlights. These guys are playing well. They look for something else to direct this person attention. Or this person is fake age, or this person is doing this. So Burna Boy right now, they see Burna Boy is successful. He's winning the Grammys. He's doing a lot with Africa. Now looking for another gist to change the whole this thing now, to put on the platform, the media for Burna Boy to spoil his this thing. Burna Boy is giving fake age. You won't be surprised now. The guys are looking for date of where is Burna Boy's birth certificate. Because he has won the Grammys now. He's affiliated with America now, and Americans like evidence. You have to show them that this is what it is. Oh, this is where my money is coming from. This is where this is coming from and everything. So before you enter our market, you have to be smart. Davido has American passport. He has Nigerian passport. No way if he tell Davido say this guy get fake age. He get American passport now. Burna Boy get Nigerian passport. So people go. Maybe he has a British passport. I don't know. Or people go the question.
He probably has a British.
People go the question. Say, guy, Burna Boy, you need Nigerian passport. Or that age, they very. So that it's just bans. But he knows. Trust me. He doesn't really care. Because me too. I don't like to see my age. I don't really know my age, to be honest. My parents.
Wait. What do you mean by you don't know your age?
I'll tell you the truth, bro. My parents, my parents, on my 2 passports, they're 2 different ages. But that's a topic for another.
I don't think that should be said like out loud.
I don't mind, to be honest. Like I don't really mind because like at the end of the day, like I celebrate my birthday November 29th, and like I said, I don't really mind, but it's what it is. Like different things that happen in life. We don't know what happens in life, and
well, is it like different years or just different months?
No, they're just different months and the 1 year difference. So let's not even go into that. But just, like I said, I don't really care. I feel like when I get older, I'll probably resolve it, but like I'm not going to really disturb my parents right now. Because even when I came to Canada in high school, there was a problem. I went to Bronte for like 1 year, even though that's college that everyone goes to before they enter university. So I went there, I played in a football tournament, I scored a goal, and the next thing they came to me and they said, my age is not real. So I literally had to get my pops in Nigeria to, send them like the real document of my real age and everything. So like, a lot of good things going on there. I was very sorry, and they actually disqualified us for the tournament. They're like, "Yo, this guy's overage. Why are you playing in the tournament?" Blah blah. Yeah, bro, he was a crazy.
That's crazy.
So like I said about Burna Boy, I was like, these guys look for when you're doing good, they look for other things to disturb you and the other things to like make you lose focus of what you're actually doing. So I don't think Burna Boy will really pay attention to that. His mom sees a street woman. She deals with fella, so I don't think that you just be bants. You think what you think, bro. I'm still more successful than you. That's what it is. That's what Burna Boy will tell them.
That's facts. That's facts, though. That's facts.
Nobody else hating on him, man. All these girls are hopping on Burna Boy's trend now. It's good like that, Sha. He's doing a really good job with that.
I don't know if you've noticed, but like in the past like 2 months, the song Essence by Wizkid has just fucking gone into space. It's like the number one shit that it's not even like number one African song now. It's like the number one black song. Like all black people rate that song so highly. On Twitter, if you just mistakenly type Essence and search for it, you just be hearing people saying, "Man, this Essence shit, I can't stop playing it. What's going on? What's going on?" Can you remember when this song actually dropped and how they were insulting? I don't know if you are really active on Twitter, but they were insulting Wizkid and saying that Wizkid has given Thames her first bad song. And now the whole tide has shifted, and now that song itself got Thames her BET nomination for Best International New Act or something like that. It just shows how what you're saying is true. How people just try to badmouth you, and then you're through to actually come out and fuck them up in the face. But yeah, what do you think about Essence going so
with Thames,
high?
right? Like I won't lie to you, I discovered Thames like last 2 years, and I was just listening to a playlist and I heard the song "Try Me," and I was singing that song for like 6 months. I was just in the washroom. I didn't even know who Thames was, bro. After that song, and then she now released her EP. With Free Mind, Damages and everything. I'm like, who the fuck is this girl? This is actually very, very talented. I would tell all my boys around me, like, yo, I'll be singing Try Me on my Instagram. Not how I should sing and do stupid stuff on Instagram. I'll be on Instagram, why you wanna try me? Try me. People will say, oh, my, this guy just they sing this song every time. People will just be laughing at me. So when the whole Essence, when Wizkid album came out, right? Because I was a fan of Wizkid before. Like when I liked his stuff before. Like I was a huge, like Superstar. I grew up with that. So when Wizkid released his new album, I was like, oh, more Thames is someone I'm feeling right now. And that's the first song I went to. I'm like, this song is actually my best album on the song because of Thames. I'll never lie to you. All the other songs, I don't really listen to Wizkid's album like that. I'll never cap because I see a lot of people.
Wow.
So I listened to the Essence song. I have a couple of songs I have on my playlist. But yeah, like Wizkid, I like him, but like I said, I like the Oju Elegba, Shita, Ask Your Sister, all those kind of whiskey. That's what I like whiskey. That so like, and like I said, all these things that you guys are saying about Essence being a banger and everything, it's all a strategy. I'm a PR. I tell you, I'm a PR strategist. I know how this thing goes. All these PDD, all these guys you see dancing to it, someone is there pitching to these guys. Like when I go out if I go to a stadium right now, and I have a chance, anywhere I go to, because I hype Tommy up a lot. Anywhere I go to, bro, any celebrity I see, if I have the chance to play Tommy's music on the spot and allow them to vibe for it, I'm gonna do that right away, bro. And if I go to a club, for example, I go to DJ Abego and I play my artist song. She's actually very dope. When the DJ now plays it, I'll go to the middle of the club and be hyping the song, bro. I'll be shouting the song. People like, who is this guy singing this song? How does this guy know the lyrics to this song? Who is this artist that this guy they hype? You don't even know. The thing that they bang and everything, and everyone starts fucking with the song. So like in my earlier days, that's what I used to do. I go to the DJ, a Canadian DJ, play 4 by Davido. The song will come up. I'm like 4 of my boys. We just go to the middle. Just be shouting, money fall on you. Everybody just be shouting with us. Hey, all this kind of stuff. So just like I said, it's just like it's a strategy. Some people, see the song and everything's about hype. When you see hype, you want to go and see what's going on with it. Like Game of Thrones, and I never watched Game of Thrones before, bro. I'm not a fan of watching TV. I watch a lot of sports. I don't watch a lot of TV shows and everything. So everybody's talking about what the fuck, Game of Thrones. I was like, Aziz now, Kilon Shele, let's go and try your best and go and see what the hype of Game of Thrones is about. So I just decided to watch the whole 7 seasons, and I'm like, okay. Now I see what the hype is about. This is actually good. It actually has a nice storyline. Yeah, has a so like Wizkid right now. Whiskey is a good artist. Everyone knows that. So the Essence song is hype. So everyone's going to be wondering now, what is this hype about? They sing PDD, they sing Kim Kardashian, they sing all these people playing this song. What's their hype? You need to go check them out now. Omo, and you're not listening to the track. Omo, this track is actually dope. Omo, is actually a vibe.
Dope,
so like,
it's dope as fuck.
As I always tell, I was in a group yesterday. I was telling people that luck, nothing like luck. Me, that's my own perspective. Wizkid, the reason why that song is popular right now because the song is good. It's good content. When you hear that song like now, it's hype. People are giving it hype. When they go and listen to the song, the hype is still the hype. Some people's song, for example, they pay money for hype. When they get that hype, now you go listen to the song. Waiting be this so this song where they listen to no, you don't get that hype. you go the question and say, this song, they seem like this person just pay for promotion this person you can tell, bro. That's what I'm saying. You can tell. So anytime anybody's paying for all those anytime I see anybody coming to people message me Aziz, I want to do some promo. I'll tell them that, to be honest, for your own good, I don't think this promo is very good for you. Because when you put yourself out there and people actually listen to your music, they go cancel you right away, man. That's the end of your career right there, man. Like, it's just like, that's the end of your career. So before you release music, have a plan and have a strategy. Before you go global, like Wizkid, the reason why Wizkid is going global because he has a summary of what he has been doing before. If you want to listen to Essence now, I don't really fuck with Essence. You open Wizkid's other songs, you see Drake there. You see all these guys in this Wizkid guy is not a small boy. You open Burna Boy's song, you see a lot of guys that worked with. That's what artists don't understand. You have to develop. Before you get on the global stage, you have to have a certain kind of development. So when people don't like the song that you're promoting, they can go to your other stuff. I might not fuck with this song, but I might fuck with other things on this guy's album. Like you said, the Made in Lagos album, for example, now, many people might not fuck with Essence. They go to the album. Actually some good songs on this album. There's Malian and Bob Marley's son, all those kind of things. You get a different crowd. So like it's all a strategy. Wizkid is a smart guy. True. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to his team knows how to get the international crowd. Burna Boy's team knows that. Davido's team knows that. But a lot of artists don't understand that whole development phase and everything.
Yeah. I feel you. That actually makes sense. Essence is a good example of how to strategize your song and stuff. But yeah, we're going to talk about the Juno Awards because I heard you speaking about, Tome and how like she's your, your diehard fan. Your diehard person they're going to hype till you die type thing. And also I've gone through your socials and I see how you like every other post is about Tome and music and stuff. And me, I like her music. I like her 2 EPs and the album itself. I like the album more than. I think I like the latest EP more than the album, but yeah, anyways, I actually like all the songs. I like the way she tries to infuse all our heritage into our music. I want to just ask, like, how did you guys meet, and how has the journey been, and what, what's going on?
So with Tommy, right? Like, I met Tommy. Her dad is Kiza, and I used to like I said, I used to do all these Jersey things. And a lot of big boys, like they'll see me at I've been on stage. I pick skills from the airport. Like there's so many stories I can't even start bringing them up now. So I used to do all these I used to do all these Jersey things. And Tommy's dad, and there's one K-popsy guy that used to do whiskey concerts in Toronto. They used to see me. Who is this guy, bro? Who is this guy like running around the place and everything? Who is this guy carrying this jersey? What's this guy about? So I went for an event at Kiza restaurant when it was downtown, and K-popsy, the guy that does all the concert, All African Fest in Toronto, after the event, he calls me and says, I want to start paying to work for me. I'm like, guy, I don't really need your money right now. The only thing I need right now is your exposure and your learning. I want you to teach me what you're doing. And then when he heard that, like, this is the first time I'm hearing that from someone like someone like this. And then from there, he started talking to me. We'll talk regularly. He will call me as he's go here, as he's do this, as he's do that. And Kiza, that they're partners, they're friends, like best friends. They used to work together also. He would see me and he used to bully me. He would tell I'll be backstage. He would tell security to kick me out, blah blah blah. But I feel like he was trying to test me at the time. He was trying to see like what this guy about. So with Tommy, right? I seen Tommy a couple of places. I went for a birthday, some other time because it was her dad's restaurant and everything. And she would tell me, Aziz, when am I going to bring her own jersey? When am I going to get a jersey for her? And I'm like, what is this girl saying? Who is this and everything? So after a while, her dad started telling me, this is their plans, this is their goals, and this is what Tommy's trying to achieve. And I'm like, this aligns with my own, like what we're doing right now. That's what I'm here right now. oh, this aligns with what I'm trying to do. So and I started trying to, see what Tommy's about, started learning some music, the album and everything. I had at that time I already worked for Burna Boy's PR team. How can I add value to Tommy? Because if I'm working with you, I'm not just there to work. I want you to see my own value also. So as I was working with them, I was also bringing value in Lagos, putting them on radio stations. They didn't have to pay for anything. Use my own connections to get Tommy out there. And then me and Tommy started getting closer and closer because they used to give me everything I wanted. They gave me the exposure, all the people I wanted to meet. I met them and everything. I'm like, oh, but this Tommy girl has a lot of potential. And out of everybody in Canada, it seems like this girl can make my own brand move forward. Because at the end of the day, it's a win-or-win situation. If Tommy is winning, I'm winning also. So the reason why I hyper so much is because if I want to work globally, if I want to work with global artists, Tommy is the artist that can take me to where I'm going to. She has the packaging. So I just feel like that's the reason why I hyper, because I feel like she's branding me also. She's giving me that brand that, this Fusi guy is on a certain kind of level. And when the Junos Award came, I've been working with Tommy for like 2 years. The Juno Awards came and I'm just like, wow, this is the first person I actually know I've actually won a big award. Like personally, like me, I have a personal relationship. This is the first person I ever knew that won an award. And he was actually really happy because I'm only one of the people that actually was consistent. Like you said, was consistent in promoting it now. So Tommy's award is like my award now. Like I can literally go anywhere and brag that I'm more. This is for me too, because I worked for it too. I not just I worked for it and everything. So
for those that don't know, the Juno Awards is the Grammy of Canada. Yeah. Sorry for continuation. I just wanted to just
and so sad that a lot of people in Canada, a lot of Africans in Canada, I'll say Nigerians. I don't really know a lot of Africans. A lot of Nigerians didn't really show some love to her, regardless of how the award was very, very big, but people didn't really give her that attention. And I asked myself why. What's the problem there? Why are Nigerians not supporting this girl?
What do you think it is? What do you think the problem is?
Miscommunication. People don't really understand what's really, really going on in the industry. Because with Tommy's dad, right, I heard a lot of before I started working with them. I won't say working with them, before I started having a relationship with them, I heard a lot of bad stuff about her dad. Like I said, when I was backstage, he would send securities to kick me out. He would do some certain things, but he was more of a professional guy. He's very, very professional because he has worked in some certain places and he's very, very professional. So people read that as, this guy is being wicked. This guy is so rude. This guy is so that. So maybe a lot of people have that image in their head that, her dad has a certain kind of vibe and he tried to give her that vibe also. So like with her dad, like me, I just learned after a while, I'm like, this guy is actually a very dope person. This guy is actually a very, very cool person. But he has gone through a lot of experiences with a lot of things. He's like 55, 60 years old. He had a lot of experiences with a lot of things in life. That's why he's treating some people some certain way. He might say some things to you, but like I said, the way he communicates with his mates, the way he communicates with me. So many people have to understand that. So like, I seen that. I'm not 100, but I seen that with some certain people. And like I said, maybe because she's Canadian, she didn't grow up in Nigeria. That can be another factor also. Like, who is this girl that just trying to claim the African culture and everything? So that's what I try to bring to them. Like, I'm a Nigerian boy. I'm working with this girl and I'm trying to give her that side. Now, this girl, she might be Nigerian, but we're going to teach her. Her dad is a Nigerian boy now. Her dad worked with Davido. Her dad was the one that flew Olamide out for his first concert out of Nigeria. Wizkid, Santi in Dubai. He had kids at Dubai. Santi, if I start showing you all the throwbacks this guy sent me, and Burna Boy, the whole guy, one they call the kiss Santi, all these guys, there are a lot of things that people don't understand. So like, there are reasons why people are at the top. So with Tommy, I'm trying to understand that, and eventually you'll probably change because she's actually making moves. She's actually putting the industry, Afrobeat industry in Canada on the map. So with time, people would. I'm confident. That's why I hype her a lot, because with time, I feel like people are gonna lash on to what she's doing.
Tommy's music is class. Everything about music is A1. Like it's definitely like, I tell people that quality speaks for itself. It's just a matter of time. Like, just keep putting your quality work out there, and in time you get everything that you want to get. So also, this guy also won an award, won a Juno Award. Toby. I listened to his music like not so much. and I'm sure the Nigerians don't listen to it much. But yeah, just to let people know out there that like
don't
we're
really
doing it, we're
don't really
winning
listen to
awards and shit here.
don't really listen to it. I think like 3 Nigerians actually won. I can't remember the last person. So Toby, apparently Toby, I think they had an interview with some guys in Nigeria, the plug and was it Oxlade, and he didn't know that Toby guy is Joe Boy's cousin.
For real?
I heard that, man. That's my same reaction. But he grew up in, I feel like he grew up in Canada. When he was younger, they flew him up to Canada when he was younger. So he grew up in that kind of setting. Maybe I don't know how the story behind that. But when I heard that, I was shocked too. So his name is Toby. He came to Canada and he just, Canada likes rap and everything. So he just went into that genre and everything. So he's not really, I won't say he's not really like Tommy. Tommy knows, her dad is Nigerian. I think Toby's parents are probably Nigerian, but Tommy's dad forced her. You want to learn the Canadian culture, but he made her learn some certain things about the Nigerian culture also. She might not know a lot, but she's actually like trying to understand. With Toby's like that too. Like I see him wearing some African outfits, but I feel like he still needs a lot of exposure into the African community, and with time he will get that. Like he's good. Like he was discovered by the game.
He's really good.
He was discovered by the game. I think that's when his breakthrough was crazy, when the game hopped on his stuff and everything. So
that's crazy.
He's talented.
I think I saw a picture of him and the game
yeah. That's why he's chilling with the game. Cause I think that's why he started
it's chilling.
Yeah, Toby is cool. He's a cool guy and everything. But yeah, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. I hope I hope him and Toby work together. That's my prayer.
Hopefully that'll be really good. That'll be definitely good for the scene, because that'll be like a good collab. They could win a group award together. That'll be crazy. But yeah, aside from I would say, like, to be honest, Tommy and Toby are like the biggest for now.
Don't. There's one person.
To be honest,
there's one person you're disrespecting. There's one person.
Okay, I know. Is it Noso Amadi?
Nope. You can say Noso Amadi. You can say Noso Amadi in that category.
Is it Dice?
Yeah, you can say Dice.
But Dice doesn't want a Juno.
No, I'm saying, I know the day. Yeah, people don't like. If you want to win a Grammy and a Juno, right? Like, David doesn't want a Grammy. It's strategic. Like, you have to be strategic.
Yeah.
Some people don't care about that. You have to be strategic about what you want. The reason why Tommy is going for the Junos, because she wants to be global. She wants to be a global artist. Dice, for example, Dice doesn't really want to be. I won't say I can't talk for him, but this is what I see. I don't think Dice wants to be a global artist. Dice doesn't really want.
He just wants to make money.
He just want to sing music and vibing and just that kind of vibe, bro. Like Davido kind of vibe. That's what he's about. That's what Dice is about.
I feel you.
So Burna Boy is like Tommy, that kind of vibe. Because they have Burna Boy's mom is managing Burna Boy. So they already have goals aligned for Burna Boy. You want to do your own things, but you have to achieve these goals. Because the legacy kind of stuff. We want to create a legacy for our name, our family name. Davido already has that with his dad. His dad is a politician and everything, so he doesn't really need that. Cool. I don't think so. So like Dice is in that same level. He's not going to chase the Canadian clouds because this is what Canada's about and everything. Nah, he's not going to do that. But at the end of the day, he has created buzz around Canada. Like Otedola is one of the biggest hits in Nigeria. To be honest, like no matter what you say about somebody, I talked to him a couple of times like last week. He's just working on his shit. He's going to come out with some fire soon. That's all I can tell you guys.
Hopefully you're able to get him to come on this pod. That would be crazy for the podcast.
So I'm saying, like, hopefully. The fact that you're working with me, I tell a lot of people out on the group chat yesterday, if you're with me, I can't guarantee you anything right now, but if you work with me and I can see some certain trust, I can see some certain things you're doing your platform, it's not hard for me to get people on. Like Tommy, there's so many people I get for interviews, like Four Corners, the Raptors DJ. I got on some radio stuff in Nigeria. It's not hard, but I have to see that, this thing is for the future. We're not just doing this because we just want to do it or just create clouds. We're actually doing it for like a value and everything. This is something that's going to be for a very, very long term kind of stuff. Like I said, the Raptors DJ, I got him on Nigeria FM in Lagos. Like I really don't know what's going on in Lagos. I'm like, let me just get this guy on there, just see what. So getting also Amadi on here won't be a problem. The kind of thing is that.
Oh, that's cool.
Like,
that's cool. Let's see what happens, Sha.
Like I said, he's just going through a phase right now. So he's working on some new music. He's probably going to release in a couple of months. He didn't give me an exact day, but he's really working. And I think he performed at Cardinal Official's show on Wednesday. The all city they had a city something one city stuff in Toronto, like driving stuff. I was shocked. I didn't go, but I just saw also performing. Go outside, baby, come. I'm saying, why not so? What's up? Why not so outside? Yeah, what's going on here? But like, what's actually going on? So like, yeah, he's.
So I was about to ask a question. It's actually a two-part question. So the first question is going to be more Canada-centric, then the other one will be like all Africa. So I need to know your list. Give me a list of your top 5 Canadian African artists at the moment.
When you say my favorite, are you talking about favorite when it comes?
No, just your top 5. Like if you are given like a, when someone asks for a top 5, is like, okay, who do you rate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? At the moment, like doing shit right now, like
or more
according to hype and stuff.
To be honest, man, like that's a very hard question for me, cause like with me, right?
You guys find 5.
Like Tommy, for example, right? Tommy, like her music, right? Even like because of Tommy's dad, I started fucking with her. Like they had this song with Tommy, I can't run away from home. That song, like I latched onto it. I know the whole song, so that's why I started fucking with Tommy. So like for me to fuck with an artist, my favorite artist in Nigeria, I will tell you right now, is Mayokun. Mayokun is my favorite artist because I love his music. So with Canada artists, I won't say I really can't answer that question because not a lot of Canadian artists, Afro-Canadian artists have released music that I actually really like. I can say a couple of names, but their music, man, I don't really like it. Like Skilo J released a song with Peruzzi, Fire. And I like this song. Do I really like the artist? I've heard a lot of things about Skilo J, but is that my top 5 artists in Canada? I can't tell. I can't know. So I'll just give a list.
So the reason why I'm asking is because, the audience, like people that are going to be listening, we're trying to, according to the name of the show, like we're trying to expose them to artists, So everyone that comes on the board just tells us, 5 artists that they want people to listen to.
So Tommy,
you have to, and the thing is, you have to give us 5.
So I'll give you Tommy. I'll give you Zenso.
Can you spell it for me?
Zenso, Zen So. She released a new EP called Brown Sugar. I'm trying to think right now. Yeah, you can put somebody on that list. We can put Toby on that list. The Toby guy we mentioned, and there's somebody I'm missing on this thing, guys. Yeah. You said African.
Yeah.
So there's this guy called Kassa. He is actually from Rwanda. So Cassa. Yeah, Kassa is really, really dope. Yeah, I would say that there's one more person I want to add to the list. Dolo Gifted, Dolo Gifted. He's from Angola. So yeah, I give you 6 names right now. So yeah, those guys are pretty consistent and.
Yeah. Sorry, where's Kassa from?
Rwanda.
Okay.
And then the Dolo is from Angola.
Okay.
Then the Zen Soul is like she grew up in Canada also. But she's Nigerian. She went to Nigeria a couple of times and everything. Like Tommy kind of vibe.
Yeah, because we're trying to like make a podcast. I'm sure management is listening. We're trying to make a podcast so that we can, we can put people up and show them, artists like this. We can put like one or two of their songs, put it into the playlist, and them they can listen.
I think is that with me, right? I don't like when it comes to favorite, right? When I'm picking my favorite, I'm very, very particular because I have to know what the artist's goal and vision is. The reason I mentioned this artist right now, I've just Zen, so I had an interview with her with the Kiza guy the other day. Dolo, I had an interview with him. So I know these guys' goals and I know what they do in the industry. That's why I put that name out there. They might not be the 5 best artists in Canada or the 5 all those kind of things, but when I'm picking people, I know a lot of people. I mention a lot of Nigerian artists, African artists in Toronto, but it's just like I don't see the goal, I don't see the vision, I don't see what they're doing. So I don't want to mention them and lead people the wrong way. So I look for the people that I think are doing professionally, they're doing well.
Obviously, I'm not asking you for the best, just your own list. So yeah, like all time. So now I'm going to ask you another question. So it's all time. Who are your top 4 African? No, I want to say African. Who are your top 4 Afro beats with an S artists of all time? Just top 4.
All time, man. Mayokun has been
everybody they always get problem with this question.
No, go on, man. I mean, when you give me that question, it's actually people that I love, man. Like when Mayokun came to Toronto, I wanted to faint. Like the way I hype Mayokun, That's why the guy even he had to follow me, man. He followed me on Instagram because the way I hyped him, right, you could see the genuine love. That's why Davido invited me to his house. Because you can see the genuine love. So I'll say Davido is definitely on that list. Let me even count myself. Maya Okun, Wizkid, and of all time, there must be a woman on that list. There are a lot of great women on that list. So, of all time, man. My brain
so no burner.
Yeah, Burna is there, but like I said, when I say, but I hype Burna too, but like I'll be Davido. I'd rather go to Davido concert than Burna Boy. Oh man, because I know Burna Boy so well. No, so I'll just put the names there. The one that Davido, Burna Boy, Wizkid, and Maya.
Okay, then make a male and female list so it's easier for you. So this is for male. Then you give me another female list. 4.
So I'll just say for Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy, and Maya Okun.
Give me a female list.
So I would say from a female list, I would say Tenny. Tenny is actually really really dope. I'm gonna open my. Don't lie to you. I have a name. We're actually always thinking about female artists. I have a playlist of why I just So Tiwa Savage is actually dope also. So I would say that Niola. I really rate Niola and Yemi Alade. Because the reason why a lot of people don't give Yemi Alade the credit. Me too. I'm also that person. But the day I saw her perform in Toronto, Yemi Alade, I feel like when people are saying love Yemi Alade, you have to see her perform. When you see Yemi Alade performing, your whole perception of Yemi Alade changes. Because unlike you, I had the same perception of Yemi Alade. You are really feeling her music. But when I saw her perform, I'm like, this babe, there's a reason why she has that rating up there, because when she performs, bro, it's just a whole different vibe entirely. I never lied to you, man. The lady they perform, I never even lied to you, man. Like Yemi Alade, thumbs up to her, man, for performance.
Yeah, she's good. She's very good. She's one of my top 2.
And then Niniola is actually really good. A lot of people don't give her credit, but she's really in the industry also. She's actually doing.
She has crazy vocals.
Yeah,
her vocals are next level. But yeah, I think we'll just round it up here. We just don't want to keep our listeners too long. But hopefully we'll get Fusi Hype on the podcast for like another episode, maybe in season 2. Maybe he'll be a guest with another guest. Maybe he'll be on the episode with Tommy. We don't know. But hopefully, I'm sure he'll be willing to come.
Like I said, don't worry, man. Like the fact that you guys invited me already makes me happy. And it seems like I'm doing something when in the industry. So like I said, if you're working with me, if you're affiliated with me, and you need anything from me, you can reach out to me. But when you reach out to me, I'm going to ask you some certain questions. Like, no, I'm talking to everyone on here. I'm very, very open. Guys, you messaging me today as I want to do something with you. I'm going to reply your message on time. But you think of like, what's the goal and what's the plan? If you don't have the same plan and the same goal, that's when the problem becomes a problem. That's what we tell people.
So what are your socials? How can we message you? Like,
so Fusi Hype, that's my social, Fusi Hype, man. Fusi Hype on Instagram, on Twitter is probably Fusi Hype also. Yeah, I try to put everything as Fusi Hype. Nobody has that name, so Fusi Hype.
So it's Fusi. Fusi.
Oh, that H factor they loud though. Shit.
The H was after the I. That's why.
Whiskey don't influence you. Whiskey don't give you that. Whiskey
sorry, man. So it's FUSI on every platform. If you guys want to send him a message, ask any questions, if you have any plan you want to, that you want to like you need his help with, you can always reach out to him on that, and he'll reply you quickly, according to what he said. So let's test him out.
Like I tell everyone on here is that please, I'm not, like I said, I'm really bad with communication. I probably say some things that probably not catch people's attention. But my own goal at the end of the day, bro, if this guy beside me Drew blows today, I want to be part of that blowing because it's part of the African industry. I always tell everybody, if Tommy blows today, that Junior Awards, I said it for me, but it's for everybody at the end of the day. I told Tommy too, this award is for you because you worked hard for it, but it's for the whole industry. Even if Skilo J blows today, if Iman blows today, I want to be part of that blow because it's for the culture, man. It's for the culture. Like I said, man, I'll be happy to see Africans in Canada blow. I want to be part of that whole. I don't not for me, but my guy, a Nigerian guy and a Kenyan guy in Toronto is making the waves, bro. I'll be part of that,
fuck
man.
with that.
I forgot to actually mention one guy. He's from Ghana too. He's like Toby, F-R-I-Y-E, Fry. He rolls with Mayweather them. He's a Toronto guy. He's Ghanaian. Fry, he's doing a really, really amazing job. I really haven't reached out to him because I'm not really into that rap scene. But he's a Ghanaian guy doing a lot of big stuff in Canada, and he's from Ghana. And he was with Mayweather, the MMA team. Like, he does a lot of things. I see him around. Like, I see his Instagram. Like, this guy is actually connected. Like, I saw him in Ghana too. He was rolling boy from Toronto. So you should check that guy out too. I forgot to mention that guy. Yeah. He's actually really, really, really dope with his music and everything.
All right, now, so we'll try to make more episodes coming this week. You know, I don't know what week this will come out, but we'll try to get more episodes out there. I hope you guys will just stay tuned to the podcast. Yeah, and yeah.
One more question.
As you said in the beginning, believe the hype.
One more question before I leave. So, like, with this, your AfroXposure, you guys only do this on this podcast, or like you have, because I started something also on Instagram, and I was talking to Kiza, and we're actually trying to do something like this. I'm looking for people that are professional about it. We're trying to invest. We're trying to look for people like you that actually like. Because me, I try to do it. I don't like to. I started doing the Instagram live and everything, but I have a lot of other things going on. I don't think I can keep up. Like, consistency is really key. I don't think I can.
It's hard.
And like I said, that Kiza guy is always down. He likes stuff like this. So if you guys are having a podcast in the future, he's always down to enter a podcast, you know, talk about this kind of stuff. Like what we used to do before, we get like Canadian artists in Canada, and because he has been in the industry for like 55 years, he's a good A&R. So he will literally tell you about the music, what your music is, what's wrong about the music, what's wrong with the exposure, what's wrong with the what do you call it again, production. So he gives you an insight of what your music is about, but he tries to use the platform that you guys are using. So we started Afro Vibes Canada with a page and everything, but like I said, I'm meant to be in control of it, but that's not my thing. I'm not really into, like, you know, it's hard for me because I have Fusi hype and I can't really be focusing on something else, so it's really, really hard for me.
I feel you.
So if this is something we can maybe talk in the future, like maybe you sit down and talk, and we're ready to invest. We're ready to invest in someone that actually likes doing this podcast setting, and then we get more people. Like, it won't be hard. So far you're professional about it, and you know it's consistent. You get all you want. Like I told you, you get all you want, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. Thanks. All right, now we'll see you guys on the next episode.